Okay, so get this. Today, we're going deep into the world of chanting.
Chanting.
Yeah, like ancient chanting. And get this, we're going to see how it like affects the brain.
Well, hold on. How are we going to see that?
Well, we found this YouTube video, right? And it's about this event, a live brain scan event.
A live brain scan.
Yep. And they're focusing on the chanting of Rudram.
Rudram. Okay, you're going to have to back up a bit here.
Right, right. So Rudram is like this ancient Vedic hymn. It's in Sanskrit, and people have been chanting it for like thousands of years.
Okay, I'm with you so far. Ancient chanting, Sanskrit, but what's a brain scan got to do with all of this?
Well, that's the cool part. They're going to have people chanting this Rudram, but while they're doing it, they're hooked up to these brain imaging machines.
Ah, so they can see what's actually happening in the brain while they're chanting.
Exactly. Imagine seeing like brain waves light up as someone chants these ancient sounds.
That is pretty wild. It kind of makes you think, what's the point? What are they hoping to learn from this?
Right. Like, can you actually see the effects of something that's usually considered, like spiritual or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're trying to connect something totally subjective with, like, hard science?
Totally. And speaking of science, the video mentions these two people, Swamini Vimalananda and Dr. Sweta Adatya. Any idea who they are?
Hmm. Well, Swamini usually means someone pretty deep into a spiritual tradition.
Makes sense. Probably Hindu, right? Given
Yeah.
the whole Rudram thing.
Yeah, probably. And then you've got Dr. Datia, so she's probably coming at this from, like, a scientific background.
Neuroscience, maybe?
Could be. The video actually tells us to check out her YouTube channel and website if we want to learn more. So there's that if anyone's interested.
Oh, yeah, good point. But let's get back to this brain scan event. What do you picture when you hear live brain scan event?
Well, I'm thinking people chanting probably hooked up to, one of those fMRI machines or maybe an EEG, those things with all the wires.
Yeah, yeah. So they're watching their brains while they chant. But, like, what are they trying to see? What's the big question here?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, I've heard chanting can be good for you, meditation, all that. But what's so special about this Rudram thing?
Yeah. Is there something specific about this chant that they're interested in?
Well, it's not just any chant. I mean, it's a Vedic hymn, right? Been around for ages, so maybe they think there's something unique about its structure
Oh,
or the sounds themselves.
like the vibrations or something?
Exactly. It's like a sonic recipe, passed down for centuries. Maybe it's been fine-tuned to like really resonate with us on a deep level.
And they want to see that happening in the brain.
Exactly. See how these ancient sounds are actually impacting our mental states, our emotions, even our physical well-being.
So we might actually see how chanting changes, like brainwaves in real time.
Yeah. It's like, imagine seeing which parts of the brain light up when someone's chanting. Like,
Huh.
the areas associated with stress or focus.
So it's not just, chanting makes you feel good. They might actually be able to show us why.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe this research could help us, like, use these ancient practices in modern therapy or something.
That's pretty cool. So we've got ancient chanting meeting modern science. Why should people care, though?
I mean, think about it. This could change how we see these traditions. If we can prove that chanting has a real, measurable effect on the brain, then it's not just some mystical mumbo-jumbo, right?
Yeah, it's like science is finally catching up to what these traditions have known for centuries.
Right. It could lead to more acceptance, more integration of these practices into modern life, and who knows what other doors it could open.
So we've got a Swamini and a doctor, ancient hymns and brain scans. Like the old and the new are colliding.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right? This whole field where science is exploring ancient practices is just exploding. Who knows what they'll find next?
It really makes you wonder if they can see what chanting does to the brain. What else is out there? What other secrets are these ancient traditions hiding?
Great question.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening, and keep those brains buzzing.